What it do, everybody? What's up? It's your boy Cuddy Slim. You're the host of Cuddy Case and Kickback Podcast Show. This is my podcast channel. Uh, Before I start talking, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit the share button, and share with your friends and family. Uh, I know I haven't been doing any videos lately. I haven't been on my YouTube, my channel, as far as shooting videos or even doing a podcast show. Even though it's my podcast channel, I still load up videos, speak on trending topics, or just to speak on anything that I feel like is relevant at the moment. But what I'm about to talk about right now is Flip the Skip podcast. Shout out to Flip the Skip, Flip, Queen Flip, him and G Money. I'm a fan of their podcast. I'm a fan of their channel. I've been watching Flip for the last two and a half years. I appreciate the work he does. I love the guests he have on his show. And I like how he has grown throughout every episode that he do, because he's becoming a better journalist, I should say, or better interviewer, however you want to put it. He's minus his jokes, he's a good person to have interview somebody, because he's gonna ask all the hard questions. He's gonna make sure they don't sugarcoat the situation, and I gotta respect that from him. But the main thing is him interviewing the guests he have on this show. Most of these guys, they mid 80s gangsters, some from the 70s, some from the 90s. Most of these guys have had it going on back in the day, and they fresh out of jail, or they had some type of encounterment with some other person that's on the show, and it follows up another episode where they get the arch rival gets interviewed. My thing is, it's Flip the Script podcast, rehashing old beef or instigating new beef. I mean, that's the question everybody's been asking. We're not gonna Vlad TV him, because he's different from Vlad TV. He's not incriminating anybody. This is most of the people he have on this show. The case is over with. It's not pending. Nothing's going on. He doesn't ask questions that will criminalize people, incriminate their person. But do you think Flip the Script podcast, if I'm going to just say Queen Flip, because he does a lot of other things more than Flip the Script podcast, do you think that podcast is instigating shit and causing these OGs to rehash their beef or bring up new beef based off the old stories that are being brought out to everybody in the world? Because everyone watches YouTube now, and people take the person with the platform. It's easier to side with whatever they got in their hand or whatever they say, opposed to the person that's spoken about. What they always say is why accept the truth when the lie is more entertaining. So where I'm going with all this, Skip had a bunch of past interviews with people that he had one on the show one week, and then the next week he had the ops on the show the next week, or the following episodes coming up. But I watched a video of Flip and JoJo Capone. Shout out to JoJo Capone, real street nigga from Chicago, global gangster. I've been following JoJo Capone, his movement, since the Cocaine City DVDs, the Smack DVDs, way back in the day. So at least 10 years I've been following his movement, or more. When he was managing Saigon, and he was fucking with True Life, when he was fucking with Jim Jones, I think. I watched all that. I know JoJo Capone name been ringing the bell for years. Nobody's new to the streets, to the world, or anywhere. He hangs around the big guys. He rubs his shoulders with the big guys. And you can't minus anything about this guy. And there's nothing ever been brought up about this guy. So shout out to JoJo Capone. Once again, shout out to Queen Flip. But I watched a video probably about a week ago of JoJo Capone and Queens going live with each other, and JoJo Capone was even asking Flip, "What are you doing, man? What are you instigating situations? Are you bringing up rehashing old beef? Why have this guy on the show?" Because right now we're talking about JoJo Capone and Queen Flip speaking about the Choke No Joke and the Johnny Bunton guy. Um, Apparently, Johnny Bunton went to prison at the age of 17 for a murder of a crackhead Pat or whoever, I don't know. Or he murdered somebody. I don't know if it was. I know the name Crackhead Pat was brought up in both of these videos numerous times. Supposedly, Choke No Joke was the driver of a vehicle with another guy, not knowing that he was going to a murder, he said, or going to something's about to happen. Choke No Joke at the time was saying that he was 16 years old at the time, 15 to 16 years old, and his job was just to do the driving and get the hotel running. So now he's getting framed as a snitch because they say he testified on stand, which is paperwork they say. They're stating that he did it. But it all falls back on Flip because JoJo Capone was asking Flip, why you won't have Choke No Joke on your show now to plead his case, to defend and say his shit. And Capone was like, you a gatekeeper to this shit. You kind of like you got your picks and chooses on who you want to have on the show. And he felt like, I guess Flip didn't have no respect for Choke No Joke, so that's why he hasn't came on the show. Evidently, Choke No Joke doesn't have any respect for Flip because apparently he told Flip to fuck himself or go suck his dick, something like that. And this is some New York shit, man. You know, I mean, East Coast shit. Even though I'm down here in Dallas, man, but I keep my ear to the fucking street and news that goes on everywhere, especially when it got something to do with hip hop, or from the hip-hop atmosphere, or podcasting, urban podcasting at that. So I'm pretty much everywhere with the news I get. I hear the music I hear. I don't just keep up with rappers from Texas, Louisiana. You know, I don't have a certain region that I like more than others. So I kind of like tune in to everything that's going on, and I happen to catch that video because I follow Queen Flip, his channel, and I follow JoJo Capone. And JoJo Capone been popping up on the radar about people snitching for the last month or two. He once read a book about instigates snitching. Now he got brought into a case, a situation that he doesn't have nothing to do with. He ain't do it himself. He brought him in because he was trying to tell Flip about how about I have Choke No Joke on your show, that way he can tell this side. Now with that conversation going on for about an hour, I guess Choke No Joke felt some type of way about JoJo Capone and was wondering, you know, I guess he said JoJo's name, so JoJo, you know, wanted to speak with Choke No Joke himself. So they went live on the Instagram and they did a little video which they posted on YouTube yesterday. And JoJo Capone, he doesn't want to have nothing to do with that shit, man. That's not his business, but he did make a great point. Flip, if you're going to have one person on there talking about some shit, have the other person on there to defend himself or whatever. There's two sides to each story plus another one. So you just can't have one person on your show, man, and don't have the other person state their shit. That's why you were saying, I heard you say in the video, there's other platforms he can go explain this story on. No, nigga, he came and sit on your couch, let the other nigga come sit on your couch. Whether you like him or not, nigga, if your views gonna go up, I mean, you already creating tensions already, so why throw some water on the fire? Just sprinkle of water, bring that shit out. So I agree with JoJo Capone on how he should let Choke No Joke. And Choke No Joke, first of all, he needs to grow up, get a bigger person like JoJo said. Go on the show, man. Reach out to your little brother Flip, man. Flip, what, 32, 33, probably 34. Choke, what, you late 40s? I mean, I'm in my 40s, but I mean, Flip is a whole nother generation under Choke No Joke. Two generations at least. So, I mean, Choke shouldn't be, you know, disturbed by somebody calling him a rat or whatever, because if you're not a rat and they saying it, man, you're gonna go out your way to prove to clear your name. You're gonna go out your way. They said it's the third person involved in this situation, the co-defendant of Johnny Bunn, and they said he did his time. He admitted to the fact of what happened. He did his time, but they asked Choke No Joke why they won't get him to speak for his name or whatever, clear his name up, or we find out that Johnny Bunton is telling the truth. He's saying that the guy do not want to relive anything that happened in the past because he doesn't want any family to feel bad about it. But right now, nigga Choke, this is your name. It's under the bus right now, and you need to clear it some kind of way, because if you can't get that man to say, hey, man, I need you to clear my name up and let these people know about what really happened, man, something ain't gonna be right in my life. I can't live that way. Evidently, in my opinion, me being an observer, this is observation, I think Choke No Joke probably hiding something based on the fact that he doesn't even want to get the dude to speak on it to clear his name. Because he feels like the dude don't want to bring back, relive the sorrow to the family members, which I understand. I get it. I understand it. But my name has to do with something being bad and dirty for the world that already listen to the videos and shit like that. I got to clear it up some kind of way, nigga, and that's the way to go about it. That's what I'm going to do. Dude, whoever his name was, clear my name up, man. I mean, let these people know what happened. Flip, bring Choke No Joke on your show. I mean, cause right now you're already being looked at the person that, like Vlad has a trademark about his show. Your show has been trademarked as, okay, rehashing old beef and bringing niggas to, old school niggas to get mad at each other and shit, man. Sooner or later you're going to start hearing about these old school hustler niggas from New York warring again with each other because of that show. I mean, you let everybody talk. I noticed you have, most of the people that you have on your show lately have been people that you cool with and you respect and look up to. You don't have nobody on your show. Well, Johnny Bunton was about the only one I've seen lately that you had no kind of connection with this guy. As I was told that you did someone a favor to have him on that show so you can get what's going on. And I'm pretty sure dude was on there just to promote his book. But you having that information about Choke No Joke being a snitch, whether he read the paperwork or not, it's very obvious that you have something against Choke No Joke and he has something against you, because I'm wondering why Choke No Joke ain't never been on there anyway. I mean, he's been a trending topic throughout the years of just speaking on The Rock and Dame Dash and Jay-Z now. He haven't been making videos about them no more because he is trans to another position he does other topics now. But I'm pretty sure I was expecting to see Choke No Joke on the next interview, just like you had when you did the NYC Bloods. You had all them lined up together. When you did the battle rap dudes, you had all them lined up together. You had you went with the hustlers in Harlem. You started interviewing all them old school hustlers in the Harlem back in the 80s. And Kevin Childs and all them right there, which kind of, you almost had Alpo in your show. So you see the table of contents, how you going and how you linking everything together. Therefore, Choke No Joke should be on Flip the Script, because we want to, even if Choke No Joke is lying, we at least want to see the lie. We want to see him make a fool out of himself, because on the video with JoJo Capone, like 50 minutes into it, he damn near told on himself and tried to cover it up. But the paperwork says this. Read it out loud so we all can see it. And nothing against Johnny Bunton. If he says Choke No Joke did it and he's in the paperwork in the statement, so be it. Choke No Joke says it's another guy, the third person of the party, that got arrested and did his time. He's saying he doesn't want to speak because he doesn't want to rehash the sorrow of the family members. Your name is on the line, man. And you can say all you want. Everybody know that's this bullshit, no dudes are fraud. But guess what? The viewers and the listeners and watchers of these YouTube videos and all this shit right here, they look at you as a joke now. Choke the joke. So like I said, y'all, I don't got nothing to say about this shit, man, because I really don't like to do videos about stuff that it's outside my jurisdiction. Like I said, this some New York shit, but I listen to everything, and I'm in tune to everything that goes on around the country or the world. And I got to get my insight on how I feel about the situation because ain't nothing but observation what I'm doing. And I got the right to speak how I feel about the situation. So I'm going to hold y'all up on this. I am going to come back with another video about the Mo 3's murderer who got caught up or whatever. Plus he had a lot of other cases and charges pending on him. So like I said, hit that subscribe button, like, share with your friends and family. It's your boy Cuddy Slim, the host of Cuddy Case and Kickback Podcast Show. I'm out like a fat kid in dodgeball. I'll let y'all.